Hello, I am live. I am live. Hello to all of my devoted subscribers and watchers. I am live again. Happy Mother's Day as well. If you're a mother in the physical world or if you're a mother in spirit. I'm not counting dog moms. Like, no, you're not a real mother. I'm not counting you if you have a pet dog because y'all be trying to take credit for anything. So hello, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers who gave birth to someone, or all the mothers who are mothers in spirit, but not those people who have dogs or cats or like fish and say that they're mothers. You're not. Those animals have real mothers, but you probably bought it from someone who sold it to you or found it off the street. So, no, I'm not counting that as a real mother. You're a slave owner of an animal. That's what I'm going to call that. But yeah, not even that. Like, it's just like you own an animal in the house. But anyway, let's focus on the real mothers, the ones who give their heart and soul to a living being, and they do it because it's their purpose, it's their job, and they feel satisfied. Mothers feel satisfied in fulfilling their duties as a mother. They don't do it as some type of status symbol, like holding a little chihuahua in their purse. That's not what being a mother is about. Okay, I gotta get my good mic. I forgot to get that. Okay, so I don't think it probably sounds muffled right now. I didn't think about that. Okay, so as I was saying, happy Mother's Day to all the real moms. All the real moms. Happy Mother's Day to um, mothers who gave birth and mothers in spirit. So, yeah, like I was saying, mothers, real mothers, not those pet owners who claim that they're like dog moms or something dumb like that, some dumb term they use to claim that they're a caretaker of an animal when they just use it for show. Let's face it, they just use their pet as an excuse to display to society that they're taking care of something, even though they'll just drop it off at the pound as soon as they get sick of it. So, what I want to talk about today is the you see from the title of this live stream that I said, "Am I a mother to the demons in people's heads?" And I said before that I'm going to start talking about more spiritual stuff on this channel. Um, because that's just what it's going to be about. Like, I did a lot of Dollar Tree hauls, but I'm going to start talking about more spiritual aspects. I'm going to post a video today of like stuff I did yesterday and talking about what I saw there. I was at a festival yesterday and there were lots of people around, and the area changed a lot. It's an a yearly festival, and the type of people coming now compared to the people when I was like a teenager are very different. Um, so the festival is supposed to be about the flowers, but it's not about that anymore. Um, it became about people selling their junk. The people at the fair, all these stands started popping up, and more barbecue started showing up, more trucks started showing up, and it became less and less about the flowers. So I'm like, why would you need beer stands at a festival for flowers? Um, so these type of people who are coming in, they are self-centered. They don't care about nature. They just want to come in any location they can that they think they could profit off of or they could use to boost their own ego or to boost their own business or to somehow sustain their livelihood in an artificial way. But they don't care about flowers or nature at all. They're all a part of some scheme, and they all secretly worship the devil. And you know what type of people I'm talking about, like the type of people who like to drink beer and the type of people who secretly worship the devil. And they can't stand like high vibrational things like flowers, the scent of flowers, so they had to come in, build up all these barbecue stands around the flowers so the air stinks of meat and burning flesh, burning meat. And they had to lower the vibration that way because that time is the peak time when the flowers are blooming. So they had to come in and kind of ruin everything for the area and the vibration in the area and the vibe in the area so that people's spirits wouldn't be uplifted. The smell of barbecue, burning pork, barbecuing meat is low energy. It's a dense energy. Eating meat makes you denser, dense in energy. And they have to, like, if you don't give them money, if you're not like paying them taxes or like being a part of their schemes that they always talk about, because they're always going to try to find a way to make it about running a business or running some type of scheme. But it's not about them. I'm like, whenever they start talking about stuff like that, I'm like, what does that have to do with me though? What does that have to do with me? What does like all these politics and all this stock market stuff have to do with me? It has nothing to do with me. So if they can't get you to sign up for their business or get money out of you, they'll just try to be around you. And I'm not really talking about the people at this point. I'm talking about like the demons that dwell inside of these people's heads. Like the demons in their head is how they thrive. Otherwise, they're nothing without the demons in their head. Um, so if they can't get money out of you, they'll just try to be around you. They'll try to like find some way to insert you in their conversation. This is just what I've observed for the past or for some time now with people who like to drink alcohol. And this is why they call alcohol spirits. They need to be possessed by something in order to thrive. They can't just be like um, a true, authentic human being. They need to be possessed. Otherwise, they won't have any money. Otherwise, they won't have any purpose or feel fulfilled as a being, a human being. So these types of people who worship the devil, they find they're like a little less version of a colonizer, where they'll go in locations where it's nice and it's naturally nice. I'm not talking about like an area where there's a lot of where the economy is booming. I mean, they'll find like a very untouched place that's thriving with beauty and nature, and they'll go there and they'll set up their houses and their stores there, and then they'll call that the nice area. Meanwhile, they're dumping all their garbage in what they call the bad areas. That's where all the work gets done. That's where they're dumping all their bad stuff. And then they're calling the areas that were nice before they even showed up the nice areas. So, like I said, you to, when they can't get money out of you, they'll they'll try to profit off of you through your energy, through your good, your naturally good energy, through your God-given energy that they don't have because they worship the devil. Oh, by the way, I was gonna give this flower, this rose to my mother in appreciation for Mother's Day. But then I thought, you know what? I'm more of a mother to myself than she is, so I'm just gonna keep this because like I really had to do a lot of mothering for myself, and she just likes to hang out with these people who claim that they're godly and but they secretly worship the devil. I mean, you start hanging around people like that, and then you start to age like them. You start to pick up their behavior patterns and just start acting like them, and it's just like you're not godly anymore. You're like them, but they like to put on this disguise like they're godly or they're Christian, but they secretly worship the devil, and that's what they do. I'm not wearing this cross for religious purposes. I'm wearing it because if demons see this, their minds are gonna go crazy because they can't handle geometric shapes. Um, so I'm just gonna start wearing cross trinkets everywhere because like they're showing up everywhere now. Like I'll just be out and just be like a shop that sells beer pops up out of nowhere, and I'm like, where did that come from? Not to mention that, but when I was at the flower festival yesterday, there was just like this shed in the middle of the festival for using the bathroom that I just built in like a few days. I'm like, why would you put that there? Why would you put a shed where the purpose is to just defecate for people to go in to take a dump and defecate? Because that's like gross energy. That whole like shed was like gross energy. I hate public bathrooms. But they put that there to like lower the energy and make it like they've had a lot of crappy music, a lot of like those sheds with for public bathroom uses, a lot of tents where they sell junk. They were just trying to make the energy bad, and they weren't even looking at the flowers. They just tried to make it about themselves and what they could sell and their livelihood, which I don't care about. And I hope my people aren't giving them anything. I hope my people aren't giving them any money, any time, any attention, because you should know better than that by now than to associate with them. They're going to bring you down to their level if you keep associating with them. But as I'm saying, when you have true spiritual authority, the demons in these people's head become like trained house pets. So you could command them if you are like the mother to the demons in these people's heads, because they're going to be like well-behaved, trained house pets who know better than to go off on you. But when I was around them, I was just trying to study them because they were just like I was just studying them, their behaviors, what they do and things. And I have this tarot card deck, not for reading tarot, but for like educational purposes for myself, to learn the names of these entities. To learn. Okay, hold on a second. Let me get an example. For educational purposes, to learn the names of these entities, but these are like higher level entities. Let me see a name I can pronounce. I'm trying to find one that everybody's gonna know the name of if I show it on camera. Let me see. Try to find a popular one. Because like the names I'm thinking of, the demons in these people's heads who like to be rowdy and drink alcohol, they're like imps. They're not even the high level demons that are in this tarot card deck, but these are like the royalty of the demons. So they're not gonna have they're not gonna possess this type of energy. I mean, like when you say demons in people's head, I'm talking about the imps. They're not gonna have royalty demon in their head unless they're like somewhat important, like the Pope, because that guy died, And now that demon has to find another host to live in. It's like he wasn't a holy man. He, you know what they do to little boys? They're not holy. And okay, here's one that everybody's gonna know the name of. Lucifer. Okay, the camera's showing it backwards. I don't know if I could flip the camera, but yeah, Lucifer. That's a demon name that everyone's gonna know. That's one of the high level ones. You're not gonna be possessed by that if you're like an average everyday person. Because the energy is too high. I mean, nobody could handle like a energy like this. Not a regular human, anyways. But if you're like me, you can command um, demonic entities like this. It says he provides liberation and illumination, incites jealousy and envy. Here's another high level one, Baphomet. Oh, shoot. Gives health and financial prosperity, connects to safety and divine. So these people probably work with entities like this. So they got to put up all these stands in high vibrational areas, naturally nice areas. That's where they set up all their shops and their homes to do their business. And then they work with entities like this to make their money and scam and scheme so that they could keep surviving and profit off of it. But if you're like me, you could command these demons in people's heads easily just by speaking to them with righteousness and authority. Because you know, if you walk in that righteousness and authority, you could command these demons and they will bow to your will. That's a little bit of occult knowledge that I'm sharing with people who are interested. But yeah, so when I was at the festival yesterday, it was no longer about the trees or the flowers. They were just trying to make it about themselves, and the flowers just seemed like they were kind of wilting. They just seem smaller. I don't know why. They just seem smaller to me. They used to be bigger, but that could just be because I was a little kid when I first started going to the Lilac Festival, and they just seem smaller now. But I just think it's the energy, because you know plants absorb energy. Um, yeah, so I'm just gonna keep it simple because some people go off on these live streams. They talk about everything that their mind pops up with, and you know, holiness is simple. Naturalness is simple. It doesn't require all these steps to follow. Um, but when you're working with demonic entities, there's like 10 steps to complete. It's very complicated. They have like 10 steps, 20 steps, and they're probably even working backwards to achieve their goal. That's just like probably why they have all these mental disorders. And they got to drink, they have to drink alcohol. It's not like something they do for fun. They have to do it because they can't like function without alcohol or being on some type of substance or prescription drugs, like because the demons in their head is just like very brutal. Don't even respect them. The demons in their head don't even respect them. Imagine that. Imagine being possessed by an entity that doesn't even respect you. That's just how much they hate themselves. That's just how much these people hate themselves. That they're willing to work with an entity that doesn't even like them. But me, I could command them, the demons in people's head, to follow my orders because I just have that divine blood, right? I just have that divine authority. They've been trying to take that away from me for years. They've been trying to, but they fail at every attempt, especially because they can't stand the sunlight either. I'm like, how are they even surviving? They gotta. Oh, it's probably they have to be on alcohol because they can't stand the sunlight. They can't be in the sunlight. Okay, here's another one. Asmodeus, another royal demonic entity, makes men fly into passionate rage and desire, destroys the happiness of married couples, wastes the beauty of virgins, reveals the future. But these are only for the high level ones. I'm not talking about those imps that people possess themselves with. I'm like, don't even. That's like inviting a bum into your house, a bum with no money in your house, and thinking he's helping you. That's dumb. Like, if you're gonna work with a demon, it better be like a royal one. Because, like, either that, because you're just wasting your time. I mean, I thought that was just common sense, but, not everybody has common sense. Okay, I think I'm gonna end the live stream here. Oh shoot, also my battery's running out. And also, I'm gonna keep this rose for myself. Like I said, I was gonna give it to my mother, but she doesn't really do. I'm gonna be honest, she's not very good at mothering. She just like kind of leaves it in the hands of um the government or something like that. But like she barely kept me and my sisters alive. So I gotta start giving myself credit for like doing a lot of the mothering that she didn't do. So yeah, so I was a mother to myself in spirit, and I'm also a mother to the demons in people's heads in spirit. So I'm gonna end the live stream here and post the video vlog, the video blog that I'm gonna edit today. And I hope some people got something out of this live stream and enjoyed watching, and enjoy your Mother's Day. And thanks for listening. And I will see you when I feel like talking about something else that's important to me. Thanks for watching, and subscribe if you would like more. Bye. Happy Mother's Day.